from Akwa Ibom State. Yeah, that's good news. We're really happy for that. Usually, plane crashes have always end or mostly end in sad occurrences or sad outcomes, but this one has been different. So yeah, we're happy for the families of those who are on that plane. Another person says the high increase of cultism in the state is fast becoming alarming. I don't really understand what these children gain in joining a cult. Christian Williams from Igbo Ichie. A conversation, we can't have it one time too many. Lorenzo Delights from Ichie says, police rescuing kidnapped victims in Kogi Forest, a good one. Security agencies should eradicate bandits by any means. Presidential Tribunal to start pre-hearing today. It's a nice one. The view of the Governor Wiki on how Beavers reduce electoral violence is not ideal. Plane crash landing in Abuja is not good. Thank God lives were not lost. The phone numbers still are open, so you can call us up 0817 923 0003. 0817 923 0007. This message here says, good morning, Mr. Andrew. Police said they rescued 50 persons along Kogi Abuja forest and one person died. Any government that can't provide security for its citizens have failed. Nigerians really suffered so much under the current administration led by President Buhari. Ayana Ogu King Boy from Amaku Inigbo Ichi sent in that one. Let me look at a few of your comments on Facebook before we go on for a short commercial in just about under 2 minutes. Meanwhile, on Facebook, on WhatsApp, another message here says, good morning, Andrew. Atiku asking the election tribunal to nullify February 25 election or declaring winner of the presidential election is not a good one because it only shows that Atiku is inquisitive about power. Round face from Rumikini. That's one way to want to say it, but also you can look at it as perhaps he just feels that he won, and if he feels he won, it's not out of place for him to ask. Now, we would have to wait for the tribunal to sit, look at all of the facts and evidence available in front of us, and then they make a decision. That's how it works. Okay, let me see if I can take a few comments on Facebook before we go for the commercial. Ajugunu, who says, cult clash and killing everywhere in Rivers State, and the governor is deliberately refused to speak or to talk to Rivers people about it. Patrick Amadi says, good morning. Atiku Abubakar asking the court to declare him winner. I would like to advise Atiku to go back home because his appeal is going nowhere. This is Patrick. You sent in that one from Facebook. We'll go for a short commercial now. As soon as we return, the phone lines will take your calls. The numbers again are 0817-923-0007 and 0817-923-0003. Those are the numbers to call. Apologies if I sound a bit under. Earlier in the day, I told people I'm not feeling too good, so you just have to bear with me on this one this morning. Thank you very much. We'll be back after the commercial. Twitter. Get on there and join the conversation. It is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH on Facebook and Nigeria Info PH on Twitter. Remember to also use the WhatsApp portal and send in your messages 0809 030 6416. You can call the numbers 0817 923 0007, 0817 923 0003. Let's hear from you this morning. What's your response to some of the headlines that we've taken and some that you've heard on the news? Remember, you have only 30 seconds, so please try to do the best that you can with that time. Also, try not to make claims that are unsubstantiated. Be very civil with your language. And if you do that, I think we'll have a great time. Okay, let's go to mile 3. That's where we're going to start. And we have good news already on the line for us. Hello, good news. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother, man.
You're welcome. Go on.
Yeah, blessed new week, blessed Monday. My interest this morning is the issue of Atiku and PDP applying for live coverage as the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal is about kicking off today. I think that is one of the best things I've heard if it should be granted. And I pray and urge the Supreme Court, the court to grant it, because it will show that they are free, they are fair, and they want to give sound judgment. The only way they will say no to live coverage, just look at this judgment about Ike Ekweremadu in London. It was a live coverage. Everybody in Nigeria knows the judge, how we are ruling the judgment. And the people follow, my president followed the case, so that nobody will come and say this the judge or this lawyer went against me. I pray that the judiciary should agree, and all the election petition tribunal should be covered live, and everyone have their own record in their own houses.
All right, good news. Thank you very much.
Inaugurates research. Finally, inaugurates research. What do we expect in that research? The one that they did last time. Even with the non-PDP members, we are sent to do the research job. If INEC can do like this, how will research not do? If
all right,
can blow
thank you very much.
What will you do?
Let's go to Buguma now. Lucky, good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome, Lucky.
Yeah, this is High Comrade Atimian Lawson from Buguma.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking on Atiku said he won the election, 2023 presidential election by 9 point something million. We also saw how transparent and fair the election were conducted. So Atiku coming to say, or going to tribunal to say he won the election, I think it's very laughable and a waste of time and resources.
Mm.
So, and the other one, two court clash in our border. I think it's becoming alarming, these court activities. Recently, one that almost ramped Duke, now Awoda again. So I would urge the incoming governor to step up on security issues. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lucky. Frederick is in Rubolomeni. Good morning.
Some live.
Good morning. Hello, Frederick.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Go on.
Yes, articles saying that PDP, the tribunal should transmit this live. I think it's a welcome development, so that Nigerians will see how their fate is and how their fate is being determined. I think that's my take. It's a very good one.
All right, Frederick, thank you very much. But let's also consider that the court, before approving that, would also consider the cost implication. The budget that they have for their sitting, would it cover the cost for that? Because if you're going to do it live, you'd have to pay for it, unless perhaps you'd get pro bono. Maybe we would have the NTA do that for free, I don't know. Or would have any of the media organizations decide to say we're going to do this for free if you let us? Maybe that's one way to go, if that is granted at all. But then there's definitely going to be cost implication if nobody wants to do it for free. Temple is in Rumumasi. Good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished Femi Andrew.
Go ahead.
Yes, I think I want to celebrate God for the life of those persons on board who their life was saved. I return all glory to Jehovah God Almighty, because it is only Him indeed, that spared their life. But at the same time, Atiku, asking the court, the tribunal, to declare him winner of the 2023 presidential election. I want to appeal to Atiku. They have sent their prayer. And I hope, if court in their wisdom, seeing that Atiku did not win, he will not begin to accuse the honorable panel of judges. Because you cannot continue to send your prayer, at the same time preempting what the judiciary or what they will say. And you must not continue to emphasize that it must be you, if not you, no other person. So I want to appeal to them, as their prayer is being looked into, they should remain calm and not accuse anybody. And I also want to tell the members of the inaugurated RESEC, indeed they have a lot of work to do in Rivers State in the upcoming local government election. I appeal to them to discharge their work without no fear or favor, because a lot is being expected to them. At least having a good and
right, thank you, Temple. You exhausted your time. JJ is in Rumigbo. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Go on.
Andrew, CSOs protesting the $800 million subsidy palliative. I think I go with them. We have better things to do with money now, instead of just sharing it to people. And I don't know. You said you're sharing to the poor people. Why are they poor? Because there's no source of income. If you provide a source of income with this 800 million, then we are good to go. Take the refinery and subsidy will just disappear like what they call candle in the wind and all those put together. But Atiku saying that it's either you declare me a winner or you cancel the election. It's just like saying that this thing must go my way or go highway or go the highway. It's not a good one at all. But also calling for live coverage. Andrew, the question is it allowed by law? If it's allowed by law, and if he pledge that, look, I will finance this whole thing without any ulterior motive, then we are good to go. But if he has any motive, and this one that he has claimed that it should be either his way or highway, then I doubt if anything will happen. And conclusively, Governor Wike hailing Beaver's introduction into the electoral system. Kudos, because I see that if you follow political history, any transition year is always a very brutal year.
All right.
But this one is down and very low.
Let's go to everyone now. Susie is on the line. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Andrew.
All right, Susie, go ahead.
Yeah, I actually just took the word from my mouth by asking the question if the request or what Atiku is asking the judiciary to do, if it's actually part of our constitution. If we are beginning to smuggle things that are not part of our constitution, why then do we begin to raise an eyebrow and then begin to raise an eyebrow, begin to think as if maybe the court will not do justice to what you have applied to? I think the judiciary have a mind of their own, and that people should allow the judiciary, the tribunal, to do their work as supposed to, instead of beginning to allege that anybody is going to influence what is going to be the outcome. And that outburst actually is coming from a defeative angle of view. And then Darlington Waju calling for setting off a tribunal offenders and whatsoever talking about. I believe that Darlington Waju is no longer a member of APC in Rivers State. The last time I checked, he has been suspended, and whatever he's saying today is content. And I should appreciate that even people like Tony Okocha should call for the arrest of person like Darlington Waju for speaking and be talking about this concerning APC when he has been suspended. And those who are killing themselves within our area in Orashi, those boys, please. What I'm asking, the leaders of thoughts and everybody to be able to work together to make sure that our young ones don't just die like this. How could people be parading our communities with guns?
All right, Susie,
it's very unfortunate.
Thank you very much. Let's go to Bori. Barry, good morning.
Hello, good morning. It's Andrew.
Good morning.
Yeah, let me look at the Presidential Tribunal resume. Yes, from my observation, I see that from the latest information from INEC, we discovered that Labour Party was not having in 441,900 and something polling units. There was no party agents, and I wonder how this Labour Party is going to ask for winning in this tribunal. I'm still surprised. And Atiku also asking for him to be pronounced winner. I think that is a shortcut to power. Because I was at the polling unit. Some places in my place, we believe in we belong to the SDP, and the SDP was all over everywhere. The only people who can see at the polling unit there was sometimes, because we divide ourselves to vote for Tinubu. And I wonder if Atiku can be able to have this, because I didn't see anything that will give him that edge. So he should not ask that he should be declared.
All right, Leighton Barry,
thank you
very much.
I don't see anything favorable.
Thank you. But then also realize that everything you saw you only saw in your ward or in your local government. There are other parts of the country where we have other people that you were not present. So maybe he has details or facts that suggest that in those other areas he got some numbers. At the end of the day, the only thing we can hope for is that the tribunal does justice to the facts that will be presented before it, and then we would then eventually know whether the president-elect would remain president because it's going to be sworn in soon, or we're going to have judgment go in a different direction. Until that time, at the moment, we only have one president-elect, and that's the one from the APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Walter is in Rukboku. Good morning.
Good morning, Ifeanyi Andrew.
You're welcome.
Yes, that is a good story. That Rumekbo Youth inaugurates the youth body is a good one. When I heard it in news this morning, I was happy. That's what we expected them to do. But I will advise they should look for men of God to clean their land, because many blood drops in their community, as we had. Though some of us saw what happened. So they should look for men of God to cleanse the land, and there should be prayers every year. Another prayer every year. I think that will help them so that they will pilot the affairs of the community.
Okay.
Many communities have been doing that, just like my place, Rukboku.
All right, thank you very much.
We do it annually.
Let's go to Mount 3 now. Chimenem, good morning.
Good morning, Ifeanyi. My name is Barrister Chimenem Wode. Let me comment on the issue of the electoral innovation that Governor Wike eulogized. I think clearly it's an insignia to the fact that the erosion of violence concerning election on every year, where you see millions of Nigerians die, has all been eroded. And I think in the wisdom of the governor, that has put to rest all the ballot box snatching that we used to in numbers. So I want to thank God, because it has seeped into, let's replicate it to the presidential election, where Atiku and Peter Obi are sending their prayers on daily basis. I think they should allow the tribunal. And I think that if there is a prima facie evidence, they don't need to be walking around. If the man has won election, there are things you don't just do. You have the lawyers are doing the same thing, and they are truncating the wisdom of the electoral panel. And I think this is the first time I'm seeing this kind of overzealousness. And not only them, their followers. This election was clearly won by Tinubu, and I think all of us are here in Nigeria. Each time there is this indoctrination, people just believe that everybody voted for Obi. I did not vote for him. And I think in the wisdom of others, there are millions of Nigerians who never voted for him. They should allow the court to decide. The same thing in Rivers State. The likes of Dumo and Magnus. Magnus have seen it that there is no way. It's like a voyage without direction. Similarly won the election here. Please let them allow Nigeria to rest. They should not read the history of Nigerian civil war.
All right.
What culminated after the Western legislative election that led to Nigerian civil war, apart from the pogrom of the Igbos. They should relax and allow the tribunal to decide.
Thank you very much.
I don't think whoever wins.
Let's go to Roman Many now. Cookie Gam is on the line. Thank you very much. Cookie Gam, good morning. Okay, well, what's that call from Cookie Gam? The numbers are still the lines are open, so you can call us. In the meantime, a few messages here. This person says, good morning. Governor Wike's stand on BVAS is contrary to what we observed in River State. Matthew Sam. Another person says, I think those opposing the call for Senator Akpabio's position as the next Senate president is in the right direction. Akpabio will fail Nigerians the way he did during his time on the NDDC board. Bakata from Azwaha. This one says, I share the same view with Atiku and align the tribunal hearing to be live on air because our judiciary is eating the only yam in their custody, making us lose hope. Ihemadu Charles, you sent that one in. Senator Akpabio should allow Southeast become Senate President for equity and justice. This is Southeast position for upcoming administration. Blessed from Alu, you sent in that message. This person says, good morning. Tribunal begins pre-hearing today. That's a good one. As Nigerians believe they will give fair hearing to every party without sentiment as we await May 29 for a brand new government. Obiajunwa, thank God for Megwe. She sent in that one. Mufasa is at NTA Road. Good morning, Mufasa.
Yeah, hi, Andrew. Good morning.
All right, go ahead.
Happy New Week. Yeah, thank you. The statement credited to Mr. Atiku Abubakar that the court should declare him winner. For me, I think this could amount to, abuse of court process and trying to blackmail the judiciary. You have taken your matter to the court. Why not allow your lawyers argue their case out? Because by saying that the court should declare you winner, I don't know what that amount will be. For me, I think politicians should allow the court process to grind slowly. And the statement equally credited to the suspended publicity secretary of APC, Mr. Dalit Nwoju. For me, I think coming out to declare yourself as the publicity secretary after you've been suspended, I think it's of no consequence and amount to impose. So let us try as possible to respect our own political, party and, structure. If you have been suspended, I think coming out to, make statements in the capacity of the spokesperson of your party, I think that goes a long way to tell the character of some certain individual. I think people should be guided appropriately and adequately. The party, they know what to do to characters like that. That's my position this morning. Have a nice day.
Let's go to Blessed in Alu now.
And I make sure that people
Good
live
morning,
in without fear.
Okay.
So, thank you, my brother. As it stands now, Tinubu will become a president-elect, and everybody should support him. What is going on in the country is not okay with this present government, and Atiku said that they should declare him winner or they should cancel the election. We have from the former boss, when the Oluwasegun Obasanjo, that Atiku was corrupt, and he should go and step down. He should try to join the Tinubu for him to make the Nigeria work again. And Peter Obi said his election is not going to be okay with the result. Either they cancel the election. Peter Obi should go to Tinubu and work with him to make Nigeria work again. Secondly, Akpabio said to become a Senate president. They should do the justice and equity. They should give Senate president to the Southeast so that you see the Nigeria election will balance. I don't support Akpabio to become Senate president.
Thank you very much, Blessed. I think we got that one. On Facebook, Adumo Sokari says, it's a shame for the governor to constitute an electoral body when he has less than 25 days to be in office. Maybe it's an indication to control the incoming governor. But Apikin says, Mr. Weke says, court clash claimed 3 lives in Aoda. This is becoming unbearable. There are no police officers in Aoda. Thank God ability of Twigbo on Facebook says if Senator Magnus Abe, who has been at the corridor of power since for 2 decades, can boldly withdraw his case from the tribunal, I don't know what other governorship candidates are waiting for. I would advise them to follow the footsteps of the senator. That's from Facebook. We have Michael. Okay, Christian first. Christian is in Port Harcourt town. Good morning, Christian.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
It's about insecurity on the side. My problem is the way the security agents are going about this. I don't know if they are serious. If you believe me, okay, like Job own, the storm, police is not there. For me, all sorts of police things are going on at the police is not come there. But when we hear the rumor that they have made the courts have made peace within themselves, then make a police carry to go and arrest. I just sit down and imagine what is going on. When the fight is going on between them, police go to suppress. Immediately, they do not do so. After everything go, and see, allegedly, if they are not taken, they will have arrested once. I reported to the in one of the situation. If this continues like that, I think that no longer. Yesterday is a deal. Today now is a order. Who knows best? So
thank you. Let's go to Choba now. Michael is on the line. Michael, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Ifemi. Okay, yes, I'm calling to comment on article. Can you hear me?
Yes, go on.
Yes, I'm going to comment on article's prayer on the tribunal being like. That is a very welcome development. Very, very good. I don't know why mischief makers are trying to get offended by that action. Somebody said he wants life. And why are you feeling offended if you know you're doing the right thing? Secondly, I hear people talking about Obi in this issue. Peter Obi is not in today's headline over any issue of INEC. Peter Obi only stated what is called Professor Wole Soyinka. And I'm surprised why some mischief makers always calling from Maitri telling you that Peter Obi is Peter Obi should support. Peter Obi has gone to court, and that is the right thing to do. So why are you afraid? Let the man be. Then lastly, people who are calling from other political parties to say that Linton has been expelled from APC and all of that. Are you in APC? If you should be speaking from as an in-house person, the person who said you have been suspended did not has never accepted that. So why are you coming to speak for him? You're in PDP. You're speaking for somebody who is in APC.
All right, Michael, thank you very much, but I have to let you go. I think the idea, I was just giving you leverage to try to understand what you were saying. The idea would be to respond to the headlines and not respond to the comments of other people. Just to clear that. So just in case next time, if you have something to say about the headline, then you do that and not to react to the comments that were made by other people who responded to the headlines the way they saw fit or from how they understood it. Let's go over to the Vanguard newspaper. Max Air, we all guard our lives. Passengers recount ordeal. 10th NAS will exploit confusion in APC to produce speaker opposition parties. That's what you'd find on the Vanguard. APC plotting to influence Presidential Election Tribunal, PDP. Another one here says how Air Peace lost 700 million naira in one day over NLC TUC action. There's also a headline you would find on the Vanguard newspaper. Nigeria, other African airlines record 2.1% global traffic share in 1 year. That's a business detail. You would find it on the Vanguard newspaper as well. Let's go to Twitter now and take some of your messages. We have a commercial coming in a matter of moments. On Twitter, it's Nigeria Info PH. You can join, follow us there, and respond to the posts that we share on that page. Nigeria Info PH on Twitter. Okay, on Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Some of the headlines here. At Thank God at Twigbo1 says Atiku Abubakar asking tribunal to declare him the winner of the concluded presidential election is a joke taken too far. At Skilas Frail says, as the election tribunal commences today, I look forward to know if the use of "and" in a sentence has changed in Nigeria. Okay, I think you're referring to the FCT percentage of votes situation that was cited by the vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party. Justice Ori says on Twitter, I extend my kudos to the police in Rivers State. Their efforts in fighting criminality is yielding results. I enjoy them to do more. I think they're doing great at the moment with the various checkpoints and how they're all working every morning, evening, night. I think we should commend them for that, in as much as we want them to do more, because we still have these issues erupting in small clusters in different parts of the state. It doesn't take away the fact that the police has been working hard and doing a good job. So yes, we commend them, but then we still expect more. Another person, Anunobi Casey, says the police now serves as their reporter and nothing more. They only come to chase them away to stop the gun battle. And then one more from Twitter at Ibeso. He says, and the Yorubas asking the Igbos to leave Lagos is what? That's it. Ifeami Andrew is my name. Business News is next. Good morning.
Shopping for my family can be a hassle when it comes to snacks. My husband likes it crunchy. My little 7-year-old wants it chocolatey. But my